All I can throw up the fist like that. Like so. Breaks out.
You said what?
Out the beat his brakes off.
God damn.
Nah. Shit. Was up at the house, you hold the bed. I scream out, you don't exhale. That's not what you told. We all rebel, you stay like the trail. The beat is a real. My war, you have to build the bed you are, and it's hard. Like the battlefield. Right? You stop. Coming up, I'm trying to stay in the fit. Shoot pretty cool like a jump shot. I get on top of the league. Because I just do what I love. I bring some crackers. They wasn't there. Shut the chopper. They wasn't there. I know they didn't know. I say it. Talk about white people. Black lives, that's obvious. They confidence. Still the whole world is in the thing. We watch and tell them how I can tell any niggas. They never open the book and try to. You don't want to try to like they lie. You do it like I do. They tell you doesn't apply to. Once in the hood with the backs in the pocket, but do I have more than I do? With that when I ride through. They didn't see it. They like how we see it. It's fucked up. I do. That's the respect is how I do. That night, two chases there. Give me a question, give me a snare. Upgrade that HD. The bitch with blood and push this off because this act dress. That booty in the bag dress. Strong. There's a whole lot of war for nigga who had less than fucked up. That's real shit. Hit the pen like a kill switch. And I'm sick and tired of this virus. And I call the devil some virus some ill shit. Now I don't get fried, but I bake shit. Cooking these tracks with the page with it. I do it for love of the blessing. This family for hooking the graphic and cake nigga.
Hey man, most high Christ, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get that to the brother knock, man. Most high Christ, let me say shalom, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat. To all Israel, man. This is I.S.U.P.K, Kentucky, man. We originate out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. And I'm going to start this class by giving the I.S.U.P.K Kentucky a hand. If I may, man, it's a beautiful thing when you can, you go to the store or wherever you go, and they can recognize the difference between a real Israelite and a fake Israelite. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy to me. I also want to give props to Cry Loud, Spare Not, the podcast, if I may. Officer Amawanga Bar and Officer I.S.I.A.P., man. If I may, it's heavy because anytime you can take a viral video and make it real, let me explain what I mean by that. The #1 show is Black Watch. I mean, and I'm not saying that because it's just Commander General Yohanna. It's just the best show. It just is, man. The knowledge that I get from that show is just heavy. From there, it's a matter of your opinion. Ask you the prophets, cross the line. Of course, General Muhammad's breakdowns, of course. But, a lot of brothers, especially here in Kentucky, they're not, listen, real news, real effects of life, real things that's happening on a daily basis, they ain't with that, man. They not. Let's be 100. They not. And I ain't making excuses for them, but they're not with that. When they see that, they click and they gone. Unless, of course, the Lord is ready for them. You see what I'm saying? Cry loud, spare not. It takes such a disgusting, stupid video. And guess what? Make it real, man. Bring the real to it. So if I may, let's give them brothers another hand, man, for doing that. Great idea, great concept. It's a beautiful thing, man. But today is our Wednesday law class, and I got a question to ask Israel. Because Israel believes the laws are done away with. You got the laws done away with? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's start with that scripture, Baba Shah, for this class because this is a law class. Let's go ahead and start with that scripture, Baba Shah.
Khan, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Let me tell you something. I want you to go back to the beginning of that. Because for some reason, the Christian church, and if I may, I don't understand this, but for some reason, the Christian church never reads this.
Right.
I was raised in the Christian church. They never read the scripture because it starts with Christ saying what?
Think not.
Do what?
Think not.
Listen. Do we have to get any further? Think not. Don't even think it. Don't listen. This is the king speaking. Don't even think it. Correct? Or am I crazy? Think not. Go ahead.
That I am come to destroy the law.
Listen. Don't even think Christ came to destroy the law. So if you say Christ came and now you no longer have to follow the law, that would be Christ doing away with the law, destroying the law, however you want to put it. It would be in the same context of our King saying, think not. Think not. Read that from the top, Baba Kushab.
Khan. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
Or the what?
Or the prophets.
Oh my goodness. This is another point that's forgotten. Or the prophets, man. Meaning what? When Christ came, there was men before him,
right,
that had ways, that had structure. He ain't come to destroy the law or the prophets. Right. Meaning this, man. You know what? There's laws, there's statutes, and there's commandments. You understand that?
Okay.
The prophets brought all of that. So there's an emphasis here. He could have just said, I ain't come to destroy the law. Or the prophets.
Right.
You understand that? There's so many things that prophets did that you and I should follow. Christ doesn't want to destroy that. What does he want to do? Continue reading.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
But to what?
But to fulfill.
But to fulfill. Let me tell you something. To fulfill something means what? Let's talk, man. What does it mean to fulfill? Anybody?
Salakia said to carry out.
To carry out. So, if I go to work, I fulfill my shift when I clock in and I clock out. That's a fulfillment. I know it's basic, but we have to be basic when we got Negroes saying the laws are done away with. I come to fulfill. Nigga, you ain't fulfilled the laws. This is a living book. Christ showed you how to do it. And in your arrogance, you want to say it's done away with. I ain't got to do it. But you read from the book. Go ahead, Bree.
Hey, Salaki, so what you bringing out is so heavy. It's so heavy because like we always teach in I.S.U.P.K. that Christ came to show us the spirit behind the law, and that's the definition, that precept you brought out. To fulfill means to bring to completion or to reality.
Yes.
To reality.
Get them in there.
To show that they wouldn't.
We about to get into that. Hear that? Stop it, man. Go ahead.
To bring to reality.
Yes.
And to show us what we supposed to be doing. Yeah, that's all I had. Though.
Get my hand again. So Christ came to bring the reality.
Right.
Reality. Real is what we need in reality. Meaning you can do it. It's real. You can be upon this earth and live the ways of the Most High perfectly. Correct. That's reality. Now I understand MTV and Salaki, I'm old. MTV by era. What is it? YouTube, IG, all that is the new shit. You think that's your reality. It's not. Just because you can look at a video and say, I seen it, that's real. Guess what? That's not real. I seen a video, Salakia, not on my own. It was me working, Salakia, me slaving. There was a video where a devil, a white woman, who looked like the wicked witch of all direction. I'm talking about east, west, north, and south. She was the wicked of the witches. No teeth, nothing. And she said, I'm about to show you how I can look like this. And they showed her another picture of a white woman, so-called looking good. And she put her teeth in and she went through the whole thing. What's reality? That's witchcraft. The reality is Christ showed us that we can be perfect in the law of the Most High. That is our only reality, if I may. Get that priest with another hand, because it's powerful when you put it that way. You know what I'm saying? But today, in America, we're living in a pandemic. There's many jobs you can't get unless you get vaccinated. There's many jobs or establishments, you name it. This vaccination, this COVID-19 is so prevalent and so powerful in our reality. Correct? But guess what? COVID is the pandemic of the time. We've been dealing with pandemics our whole life. Right. And the biggest pandemic, epidemic, which I need to do a class on. We got Pan-African, we got Pan, all of this. Pan is a disgusting god that they love to use. See, Salaki, side note, I know the trooper, you come from more science, am I correct? So you are adapt to what I'm talking about. Pan is so disgusting, and America would tell on itself, but that's another class, which we will have, Lord willing. But pandemic, listen, man, what's more of a pandemic than the white man's religion?
Oh, God.
The mark of the beast, the real destruction of Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, women, and children. What's more of a pandemic, man? 700,000, what is it? 700,000 deaths,
Oh, God.
right? Wow. I'm not going to minimize that. That's terrible. But how many deaths is Christianity and the followers of it responsible of, man? Are you kidding me? Death, destruction on a level you can't even talk about, man. You can't talk about that. But we will. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Yohanna in Kentucky, we about to talk on that. And we about to use facts, man. We about to use facts. You go ahead and you listen to your TikToks and your booty shaking and all of that BS that ain't gonna help you with nothing. We're gonna give you facts, man. And we're gonna start right now. Go ahead. You got that? Go ahead and give me the this is gonna be a breakdown of U.S. religions. Now, before I get into these numbers and these facts, I understand that you want to be entertained. I'm not going to have anyone twerking on the side of me. It's not going to happen. But if you listen, nigga, your mind can be twerked. There's a left side and a right side of an ass. Salakia. You understand that? And when they do that, you fucked up in your mind. Salakia. Well, use the left side and the right side of your brain, dum-dum. Let them move like the booty cheeks on TikTok. Use the left side. Sloppy, I'm using the right. But use the sides of your brain. Twerk them instead of twerking an ass, man, that you can see in any city. It's not that important. You understand that? You can go to any city and see what you are so addicted to. America has a pattern of religion. America is Protestant. Can anybody tell me what Protestant means? Go ahead.
Protestant.
It's Protestant. What is Protestants protesting?
It's like you said, the Catholic Church.
The what?
The Catholic Church.
So America is Protestant. America, they're protesting the Catholic Church. Correct? Stick around. Go ahead.
So if you protesting, you want to be American, basically. You want to join America.
No, Salakia. No. The Catholic Church ruled Christianity with an iron fist. Then came along others, King James, for instance, Martin Luther, not the Negro that loved white women, but the white man that loved white women. Martin Luther was also a Protestant, rebelling against the Catholic Church because they understood something that white people always understand about each other, but we don't. And that is, excuse my French, white people are full of shit. Martin Luther understood that white people are full of garbage. You understand that? That's why the pagans and we can go to Constantine, we can have a debate or a conversation about religion and all of that, and it's always pagan with white people. The ISUPK under Commander General Yohanna is the only understanding. I hate to say belief system. It's an understanding. It's not an overstanding. It's an understanding, meaning to stand here and you under that and you realize that's right. You're not over it and saying that's right, because now you're bigger than the standing. Does that make sense? We have an understanding of what the truth is. America and its religion doesn't. So I want in this class to make it simple to every Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian that you are following an animal. You are following something so disgusting to what your people, your ancestors, let alone the Most High, wants you to follow and be a part. So let's break it down. Let's talk about Protestant, which no one talks about. Christianity is Protestant and Catholicism. Do you understand that? That's what America is about. Let's get into it. Go ahead and read what I got you.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population.
They do what?
Account for 48.5% of the population.
These are protesters of the Catholic Church. Do you realize the Pope doesn't come to America often? He all in South America, he in Africa, he in Europe, he in all these places. But 48, read that again, man.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population.
Go ahead.
Making Protestantism the most prevalent form of Christianity in the country.
Do what?
The most prevalent form of Christianity in the country.
Listen. America is a Protestant country, correct? Read on.
And the majority religion in general in the United States. while the Catholic Church itself is at 22.7%.
How much?
22.7.
Hold on. I want you to read that from the beginning. And I want to say something before he read this. The white man, woman, and child is the devil the Bible speak of, man. When I say devil, I mean deceiver. Because the white man don't do nothing but deceive. In these numbers we are about to read, we will give you the receipts, as they call them today. We'll give you the receipts, man. We'll give you the receipts. It's what they say, not I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky. We researchers. We priests and prophets of the Lord. We study. Go ahead and read.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population.
Wow, go ahead.
Making Protestantism the most prevalent form of Christianity in the country and the majority religion in general in the United States.
Go ahead.
While the Catholic Church by itself at 22.7%.
Go ahead.
Is the largest individual denomination.
Is the what?
Largest individual denomination.
Hold on. America is a Protestant country. Ain't that what it said? But the Catholics are the largest. Man, we have to understand that a snake has a forked tongue. Now, I know brothers is like, what? Read it again.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population.
48, almost half of America is Protestant, correct? Let me tell all you Negroes, I love America. I fight for America. Our country, our country, tears of thee. Ain't that something? A song or something? Our country, tears of thee. We love America. Y'all haters. Everything y'all do is divisive. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK under Commander General Yohanna divides, right? Well, let's talk about you. Go ahead.
Making Protestantism the most prevalent form of Christianity in the country.
It's the most prevalent Protestantism. 48% of Americans. Go ahead.
And the majority religion in general in the United States.
Go ahead.
While the Catholic Church by itself at 22.7.
Hold on. 48% protest against the Catholics. Correct? Didn't we establish that Protestants protest against the Catholic Church? But 22.7 what?
Percent is the largest individual denomination.
Is the what?
Largest individual denomination.
How?
Right.
Hold on. What sense does that make? Is anybody thinking? 48% of America is Protestant. 22.7 is dominant. Now, for anyone that's like, y'all don't understand. The white man is the devil, man. The Bible speak of. Are you surprised? Hey, we about to get into it. Because y'all got to start to quash researching. Go to the total Protestant.
141 million.
What?
141 million.
What?
141 million.
There's 141 million Protestants in America. That's a little under 400 million people. How many of that is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians? Can we talk, y'all? I need y'all to be patient with a sword and quash tonight. Because ISUPK Kentucky, we research. Let me tell you something, man. And y'all get mad at me. I sat here and in other rooms and I watched Officer Wanda Bar research, do classes off of a whim if he had to, man. For the love of Black, Hispanic, and Native American, it is give this man a hand, man. I watched Isaiah travel miles, 2.5, what is it, 3 hours? Hey, Salakia, sir, what does it mean if on the road, come here and break it down? All of that means something. It means we are battling 48% of the population and 22.7 that is mandatory for us to die. That's what we battling, man. I can't get them love. We ain't even done. We're not done. Salakia. I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky, if I may, and I gotta keep saying it. Continue reading. Because this is research that we do, man. That we do because Commander General Yahanna kept this truth, man. I be researching a bitch. Salakia. If I wasn't in the truth, I'd be researching, damn, what I gotta do to get that? Good Lord. Now I want to research something that'll stop you from wanting that. You know what I'm saying? Trooper, continue reading.
According to research from the Center for the Study of Global Christianity.
What?
According to research from the Center for the Study of Global Christianity.
We got receipts. I need y'all to write this down and hear from the Center of what?
For the Study of Global Christianity.
Go ahead.
There are more than 200 Christian denominations in this country as of July 16, 2021.
Now listen. Hey man, Salakia. Salakia. Because y'all don't know where I'm about to go. There are more not, hold on, Salakia, not 200 Christians. There are more than 200 Christian denominations in America. Are we going to argue about fake Israelites? Can a Christian pastor, go ahead.
Salakia, if I could, don't fake Israelite groups belong in this 200 Christian denomination?
That's heavy. And they do. They do. They absolutely do. Great point. But Salakia, if y'all just bear with me with this class, y'all know Asar is different, man. Salakia. There's 200 documented denominations of Christianity in America, not the world. And you're going to sit here and tell me about different Israelite groups? Mormons say they got the New Testament or the latter day testament of Christ. Catholics baptize. Do y'all know the difference between Catholic and Baptist? Does anybody know? Catholic baptized as a baby. Baptist baptized before the day of what? No, because no one knows.
It's a lot.
I can be a fat fag, Salakia, and get dipped in the water at 50, 60 years old and get up as a wet homosexual. That's Baptist. The Catholic Church wants to put it Salakia. Because I want to be intellectual. I don't want to be ignorant. The Catholic Church wants to be able to blow your rod as an infant. Just like the so-called Jew. They want to be able to dip you and Christian you as an infant. When we all know the Catholic Church is a sexual predator entity. Who doesn't know that? Father, you fill in the blank, is a molester. He's a homosexual. We don't have that in the ISUPK. If it is there, it will be thrown the hell out, not covered up, not justified. Correct? This is, listen, the plagues of America is listen, the crazy thing to me, it's like y'all have become so stupid. A pandemic is people falling out in front of you. like Christianity. Christianity has people falling out in front of you, disgusting, justifying what they are. You can be the gay choir director with 4 homosexuals in your choir, man. You can be Reverend Chitlin and be having sex with men's wives in your congregation. Young girls are scared to go to the bathroom in mega churches, man. This is real. This ain't no mega church. But you know what? You know what? I'll feel offended if you can't bring your daughter. If you can't bring your daughter and know they safe here, man. Ain't nobody trying to tickle your daughter in the bathroom around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's the Christian church. So hold on. So hold on. Read that from the top.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population.
Hold on. So why is it so easy in America to molest? Why is it? Listen, I mean, my God, my goodness. If you read the Bible, you get stoned to death. You get killed for the actions that people doing today. Am I correct? Why is it so easy for these actions to be done today? Read it again.
All Protestant denominations accounted for 48.5% of the population, making Protestantism the most prevalent form of Christianity in the country and the majority of religion in general in the United States.
Go ahead.
While the Catholic Church by itself at 22.7 is the largest individual denomination.
We always want to remember the dominance of the Catholic Church, which we'll talk about. Go ahead.
141 million Protestant total.
Go ahead.
According to research from the Center for the Study of Global Christianity, there are more than 200 Christian denominations in this country.
Now, that's 2021, right? Go ahead.
The Protestant Church is further divided into denominations, including but not limited to Presbyterian.
What? Hold on. We're going to go through this very slowly because I want to educate y'all. Because just saying Protestant, what the hell does that mean? They put themselves into categories. And I want to show you the devil the Bible speaks of. I want to show you how they do it. Go ahead.
Including but not limited to Presbyterian.
Who?
Presbyterian.
Hold on. It's a lot. When's the last time any Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian has ever looked at a Presbyterian as a Protestant, a Protestant, someone against something? These are God people. Am I correct? Or am I wrong? Somebody help me out. I need help. We about to go through this list, and I need help. What is a Presbyterian, man? Anybody? Let me ask you a question. I know Presbyterians. When's the last time you seen a Presbyterian argue against a Catholic? Does it happen? Are they Protestants? When the Pope goes everywhere, are the Presbyterians fighting him? Continue reading. There's a method to my madness. I need everyone in ISUPK, right? Especially here in Kentucky. Let's respect this research, man, and let's get at it. Go ahead.
Episcopal.
Who?
Episcopal.
Hold on. What is Episcopal? Anybody ever heard of it? Or no? You heard of Episcopal? Is that major? Listen, man, the shit you believe in. Do you know you're against the church? According to the Bible, the Apostle Paul set the churches. According to the devil, the Catholic Church, all of those churches were Catholic, correct? So now you're protesting in America against the churches of Paul. What do they know? Can we slowly get deep into what this is? Anybody? What are you protesting against? Do you think Protestants would protest against nothing? What are they protesting against?
Something they don't like about they believe, Catholic Church believes.
Something about the Catholic Church, which we can have a whole nother class on. But we're in America now. There's only one Protestant sect that started in America. Does anybody know what that is? Baptist. No. Baptists didn't start in America.
Puritans.
Get that man a hand. Listen, I need you to remember that for the focus that I'm about to get on. Puritan. Can somebody say it for me?
Puritan.
Pure. The white man's the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
What the
right.
hell is you to say you a Puritan? But I gotta get through this. Listen, write this down, study this, because this is important for anyone to understand America and its pandemic, which is their religion, which kills. Hold on. Listen, I don't give a damn about a mask or a vaccine. That's what you do daily. America's vaccine is non-existent. But the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohanna actually has a cure. Not a vaccine, a cure to their pandemic. which is Christianity. And we're going to do this class. I ain't letting them get away from these numbers. Presbyterian, Episcopal. What's the next?
Lutheran.
Who?
Lutheran.
What's Lutheran? All of you Negroes, you love Martin Luther King. I challenge you to name Salakia, to study who he's named after. Lutheran. These are Protestants that went against the Catholic Church. Go ahead.
Baptist.
What?
Baptist.
Wait a minute. Salakia. Man, look, we're about to get into it. How is baptism against Catholicism? How? Anybody? Anybody? Stick around. No sweat. No sweat. So look, let's go ahead. We got Methodists and Wesleyan. Now, Wesleyan, let me tell y'all something. We'll get all the way back into Baptist and the clan. But that's a whole nother class too. But study Wesleyan. Wow. But we just had Baptist, right? And we had Methodist. Methodist is the biggest Protestant denomination, right? Or no? I want to have a question mark over everybody's head. I want this to fuck everybody up for one reason. What does Methodist believe? How the hell you gonna fight your enemy and you don't even know what the hell they believe? What are they teaching our people? Why are our people so against us? Hello? Why is it so crazy that we tell them the truth and they fight us? Why? You know why we don't understand? We don't study what they believe. Is that not important? Let me ask you a question. If you go out and tell everybody the truth, which is powerful, what we do, but you don't understand their view, you're over their head. It's like we're watching battle rap. We love battle rap in Kentucky. I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky, we love battle rap. There's bars that's over people's head. Right? The room don't get it. But then later somebody be like, what they say? And then somebody like, damn, that shit was cold. We don't have that advantage all the time. You feel me? You have to know what these devils are teaching our people, man. What are they teaching our people? I've just gone over what is biggest, what is this, what is that. We already know the Catholic Church believes that Caesar Borgia is Christ. Correct? The Protestant Church does not battle that. Show me one writing where the Protestant church battles what Christ looked like. That's not why they're mad at the Catholic Church. Why are they protesting against the Catholic Church, not King James? That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about here in America. Why? Why? Anybody yet? All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's go to continue reading to Catholicism.
Catholicism, 1.345 billion.
What?
1.345 billion.
Oh no. There's 1 point what?
345 billion.
Catholics. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand that? Not Christians. Catholics. How many people on earth? Does anybody know?
6 billion.
6. Some say 7. So 1 point what? Read that.
Catholicism, 1.345 billion. Catholicism is the largest branch of Christianity.
Is the largest branch of what?
Christianity.
Is the what?
The largest branch of Christianity.
So there's not 1.3 billion Christians. There's 1.3 billion Catholics. Another 1.82 billion Christians. Go ahead. I need you to read that.
And the Catholic Church is the largest among churches.
Wait a minute. The Catholic Church is what?
The largest among churches.
Okay, so do y'all remember we just read that the Protestant is the largest, right? But the Catholic was the largest fundamentally. Am I crazy? Tell me I'm crazy. But we go back over it. We just read the same words. We just read it. Hello, y'all help me, man. Y'all help me. Continue reading.
The Puritans.
The what?
The Puritans.
Go ahead.
A much larger group than the Pilgrims.
The what?
A much larger group than the Pilgrims.
Go ahead.
Established the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1629
Go ahead.
with 400 settlers.
Go ahead.
Puritans were English Protestants.
They were what?
English Protestants
Go ahead.
who wished to reform and purify the Church of England in the New World of what they considered to be unacceptable residues of the Roman Catholic Church.
So this is, listen, man, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. There's a battle, obviously, between Protestants and Catholics, correct? Do y'all see it? Listen, I don't care about ancient white people garbage. What happened between Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that has to do with the Protestant and Catholic Church? Anybody? The problem is, give me the scripture, Salakia, of not following those heathen ways. Because if I may, whatever happened to following the laws of the Most High? Can Jesse Jackson, can Jesse Jackson, can Jesse Jackson ever say, you know what? There's something wrong with black people following the laws of God. Following the laws of God, we're smoking crack. Following the laws of God, we're pimping hoes. Has there ever been an issue with there's too much following God? Has there ever been that? But can I say, has there ever been an issue of following the white man? Yes. Because the white man don't want you to follow God. He wants you to accept homosexuality. And then you know what's crazy? What's the rapper? Nas X, who to me was so ridiculous, he didn't even deserve notoriety. Now he's saying he ain't gay. Now he missed P-U-S-S-Y. When we know, looking at him, you ain't had P-U-S-S-Y since P-U-S-S-Y had you, nigga. You ain't never had no box. The fuck out of here. The white man's religion, which is Catholicism and Protestant, anybody knows this. The white man or any nation will always have divides. The Catholic Church is F you nigga. The Protestant is will teach you nigga. But no matter what, you're less than. And that's what I wanted to prove. Okay, with these numbers, I wanted to prove the majority because most of you niggas don't even realize you're following Catholicism. Do you know that most of you stupid ass niggas that's Pentecostal don't even know that you basically Catholic? That's why you eat the bread and drink the, that's why you do, oh, that's why you do that, dummy. Because you're an American Catholicism. Go ahead and read more. I need you to read this all, man. Like anybody know about me, it'll come together in the end.
So you want to put around the person?
Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Go ahead.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Listen. We are scattered. We are so like blind and deaf. We're amongst all people. If you're amongst all people, you're going to act like all people. Eventually, you will affect all people. That's why we have Chicanos in Japan. That doesn't even make sense. But you do? Am I lying? You have in Japan's neighborhoods somewhere that they will have their pants way up here. And I owns Japan because you were scattered there. Don't tell me nothing about no internet. I have the internet. There's things they're doing in Russia right now that I goddamn guarantee is not happening in Louisville, Kentucky. Do we do things Russians do? Come on, man. I'm serious. We're not wrestling bears. We're not doing what they do, but they do what we do because we're scattered amongst them. We teach them. We are the actual cream of this earth, man. We the best thing going. There's nothing better than Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. But we're talking about a pandemic. And that pandemic is the white man's religion we're talking about today. So you're going to sit here and say, hey, you know what? I'm Presbyterian. I'm Puritan. I'm all of this garbage. And you know what you are? You're a white man's proxy, man. You are nothing. And you continue this. You continue it. But the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General Yohanna, you know what we're going to do? We're going to respectfully destroy your knowledge, especially here in Kentucky. Kentucky is a Baptist. Hold on. Southern Baptist, which Louisville, Kentucky is not even Southern, by the way. You know, or is it?
It's still Midwest.
It's Midwest. Well, depends on who you ask.
Right.
This is the beginning of the Dixie. I got a whole other class. You want me to deal with that? But we won't. Go ahead and continue with Catholicism.
Salaki, sir, we're at the Puritans.
I want you to go to Catholicism. 1.345 billion we're in America. Go ahead.
Catholicism is the largest branch of Christianity.
Go ahead.
1.345 billion. And the Catholic Church is the largest among churches.
Hold on. So, is America a Catholic nation? They say no, but it's the largest. This is why we tell you the white man is the devil, man. The deceiver. Go ahead.
The U.S. sect of Protestants are the Puritan.
Hold on. The reason why I put this in my notes, there's only one sect of Protestants that come from America. So it's it's funny, but it's so important. We're not concerned right now today what happened in Australia, what happened in Britain, what happened in Wales, what happened in Ireland. We can have a history class about that, correct? What happened in America? Well,
The Puritans, a much larger group than the Pilgrims.
the what?
The Puritans, a much larger group than the
In
Pilgrims.
your history classes, was there anyone bigger than the Pilgrims? I'm just asking. There we go. I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go. Hold on. Does your history class teach you about a Puritan? Anybody? I'm asking. If I gotta wake the kids up, somebody tell me about a history class that teaches you about the Puritans. Who are the Puritans, man? Hold on, Salakia. Is that not important? That's our problem here. That's why we shoot each other. That's why we sell dope to each other. That's why someone wants to fuck your daughter, Salakia. That's why. That's why. Because they don't understand history and knowledge. They don't realize why. Okay, let me ask everyone a question. Why should I not want to harm my brother? Anybody? That's fairly simple. Why?
So like it should be basic, sir.
It should be what?
It should be simple. I shouldn't want to harm you. You shouldn't want to harm me.
But why? Do you understand the power of what we're talking about? Christianity, Puritanism, all this would not let a brother just say, you know what? Because the Bible said so. That's why these, a Puritan, a Catholic, a Christian ain't gonna tell you that. The Bible says so, man. That's why. Not because I think it's cool, even though I do. The Bible says so. Will a Puritan tell you that? My point is this. You in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General GEN.YAHANNA, and you're not under this bullshit. But this bullshit is real. It's what you deal with. If you don't know how to deal with this, man, what are you doing? What are you doing as a priest? Shalakia, let's talk. What are you doing as a priest? You got a gang banging nigga that's with the business or a so-called sucker nigga, real nigga, whatever. How do you deal with him? You deal with him how the Bible tells you. You deal with him how you know how to deal with him because you know what he's under. He's under Catholicism or Protestant. Meaning this nigga's rebelling against something he knows nothing about. And that's what Salakia. I know my teaching style is different, but that's what I want to teach you. If you in the neighborhood, you gangbang your whole life, shoot, you stab, you do what you do because it's what you've seen. You see what I'm saying? It's what you've seen. Damn, you know nothing different. And then one day, you don't like that you stab these people because you think we should have stabbed those people first. All violent, nothing positive. That's you protesting. Does that make sense? That's you protesting. So when you come to America, you're coming to a violent country. You're coming to a violent situation. They just think you should be violent this way. Have you ever listened to the American Star Spangled Banner? That is a violent song. We can get to the other that slave. I don't care about that. It's a violent song. Bombs bursting in there and our flag was still, it's a battle cry. But what do we do as black people, as Hispanic people? We love everyone. Our religion is the only religion that includes everyone. We just went over all this. Catholicism does not include everyone. It doesn't. Protestant does not include everyone. Mormonism, which I wanted to get into, does not include everyone, man. So why do you say this, Asar? The hell you talking about? You done brought all this shit out. The fuck you talking about? So, excuse my French. We in Kentucky. What is Kentucky? Anybody watching this class? What is Kentucky? Baptist. Oh, get that man a hand. But that ain't what I was talking about. You went further. You went further. You know? You might be lightweight, keep fighting for the officer test, man. That was real talk. That's not what I'm talking about, though. But you're right. Kentucky is a commonwealth. GEN.YAHANNA. Listen, and I love y'all brothers. We research it. What was these commonwealths founded under? Under. What's a commonwealth? Why is Kentucky not like Indiana on its border? But Indiana is like Nevada. How? Like, that don't mean nothing. Indiana and Nevada is sister states, not Indiana and Kentucky, right next to each other. Do y'all think that's just coincidence?
Because of the churches that they follow.
Man, get him in the hand. Give him a hand. Because let's do a debate. Anybody, let's do a debate. Till you read, we're gonna get there. And while you get there, it's so powerful that you know that. Because Kentucky always been fighting Indiana. Indiana was like one of those, you want to free the slave states. If the slaves get to your shore, they're free. So our religion could be the same. But there's a difference. I'm going to protest against what you, and that's what I'm trying to get to. The white man is a Protestant against his own belief. And you want to follow the white man? The Lord has given you laws. The Lord has given you ways to get away from him. And I'm trying to read a bunch of great research, and we're going to get through it. I don't give a damn what you say. This research, we're going to get through. But you know what you do? You follow the white man. You know what? You pass a law. Yeah, it was good. It was great. But you don't understand. It's all religious. It's all religious. So once you realize you're following religious decisions, why not follow the decisions of your Father, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man? You want to follow the ways of a white man? And hold on. In Kentucky, next voting cycle, they're trying to take away the voting in churches. Now, me, I don't care. But they want to take away the voting in your churches. There will be no voting on Sunday, the day you Negroes get together, eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster in your cafeteria and organize everybody to vote for the white man that came to your church. The other white man, the Protestant, came and said, you know what? That ain't gonna happen no more. That ain't gonna happen no more, man. Y'all not gonna get these niggas motivated to vote for you because you lying, holding a black baby, and got them liking you. All of that to me is garbage. That's y'all fight. I want to teach my people that the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, is at war, but does not have the Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian Salakia agenda at hand. They don't have it. It's not there. Another nigga can be running through his own bullshit. And the Lord and Christ and Jesus and Jesus, Salakia, and all that. That doesn't work for us, man. We're not them, man. We're not them. We are black men that can leave this class tonight and be susceptible to violence, man. We have to be awake. We are not your bullshit. I'm a Protestant, and I'm, man, listen, that's fuckery to us, man. I gotta ask my brother, did you make it home okay? Most High in Christ. Where is that in the Catholic doctrine? It's not there. Y'all full of shit, man. ISUPK Kentucky, if I may, I'm in the midst of it, because it's so powerful. Officer Amawanga Bar, Officer I.S.U.P.K will cry loud, spread out. Come on, man. You know, it's real shit, man. It's helping the youth. They're not following this bullshit with this, oh, I'm Catholic and all that bad shit, man. They ain't following that no more, man. Not here in Kentucky, man. We fighting, man. And we're going to continue to fight. Ready to die. Ready to die. So, Asana Quash, man, I can't help it. I have to bring numbers, man. I ain't through. Salakia. I ain't through. Go to in Kentucky.
The powerful, Salakia. In Kentucky, the majority religion is Protestant.
Is what?
Protestant.
Hold on. In Kentucky, the majority is Protestant. That's where we at. Go ahead.
With the largest denomination being Baptist.
What?
Being Baptist.
Being what?
Being Baptist.
That means the largest. Listen, if any man is willing to get dipped into water, they can be saved. Let me tell you something. Officer Sergeant Quash in Kentucky, nigga, please. Officer, I'm a Wonka Bar. Come here for a minute. Salaki, come here for a minute. Salaki. I don't mean no disrespect. Officer, I'm a Wonka Bar. In Kentucky, if you try to dip us in water, guess what? We'll tell you to go fuck yourself.
That's right.
But if you dip another man in water, he's going to be a wet fag. He's going to be a wet dope dealer. He's going to be a wet reverend. He's going to be a wet, most important person in your congregation. And that's all you want. You want a wet contributor to your congregation. All the laws are done away with besides one, and that's tithing.
Come.
Go ahead and read that. Continue reading. And you get yours. So I ain't, I had to let, man, look. I.S.U.P.K. Kentucky, man. I love my brother, man. I mean, you got it.
In Kentucky, the majority religion is Protestant, with the largest denomination being Baptist,
Go ahead.
followed by Methodist
Go ahead.
and Roman Catholic.
Go ahead.
There are also smaller groups of Jewish, Muslim, and Eastern religious groups.
The biggest groups are, go ahead.
Roman Catholic.
What?
Roman Catholic.
Hold on. We always, listen, y'all. Do y'all understand what the white man doing to us? The biggest group is still Catholic. Do y'all understand that? Go ahead.
Protestant denominations.
Go ahead.
Eastern Orthodox.
What?
Eastern Orthodox.
Go ahead.
And other sects.
Go ahead.
Roman Catholics make up 10.05% of the total population of Kentucky.
Damn. That's it, right? Go ahead.
The powerful Kentucky Baptist Convention made up over 2,400 churches with more than 750,000 members across the state.
Let me ask you a question. Roman Catholics make up 10.5% of Kentucky population, but they run everything. That's what people don't understand. But they'll tell you the powerful Kentucky Baptist Convention. Let me tell you something right now, man. I'm gonna read this because it's like, what are we doing, man? It's like, what are we doing now? What are we doing? You gotta give me a minute. You got something you want to say over there? Yeah, y'all bear with me. Cause I got a checkmate. I got a checkmate. But if somebody can look up in 2021, because I had a debate online with Southern Baptists, because in Kentucky, Southern Baptist is the biggest. I was on Indian Trails. On Indian Trails, you got Baptist Church. Right next door, there's a Baptist church. How? How is it that I'm a Baptist? I'm a Baptist. Does that make sense? But right next door to me, in another lightweight trailer, there's another Baptist group. 45 minutes out of Oklahoma, there's a Ku Klux Klan compound. And they Baptists. I know it's different. And y'all like, what the fuck is a sergeant? I bring up stats to show you idiots. How are you a Baptist? The only virus, Salakia, the only pandemic is your religion. It kills us. I could be a Christian and kill him. A beautiful man of God. I could be a Christian and kill him. A beautiful man of God. I could never be a man of the Lord in the ISUPK and want anything negative towards him or my brother. Ever. Are you are y'all full of shit or are you real? I get killed in Christianity.
That's heavy what you're saying, because they say the law was done away with. One of the Ten Commandments is, well, they even know it's more than 10 Commandments, but that's what they say. 10 Commandments is love thy neighbor as thyself. So if that's done away with, you can kill your neighbor and you forgive him. Wonder why the murder rate is so high. Wow.
And I gotta be careful what I say, but there was a rebellion in Louisiana in the 1800s, 1811. I may be wrong or right. But the slaves knew who they were. I mean, we sit here, Salaki, we sit here and we understand who we are. We priests and prophets of the Lord. You understand that? Our mission is Kentucky. We fight. We bring anew. Just like in 1811, our slave brothers had a mission in Louisiana. The Lord brought something upon them. We look at each other. The Lord bringing something upon us. And that's what we're supposed to do. And we fighting, man. And we're fighting. But what you say be so heavy, man. It's a lot here. I know I go, you know, I go different, but real shit, man. That's you know, that's what we fight for, and that's what we're gonna do. The purpose of the class tonight was this. We're up against so much more. I mean, we can get a topic, beat it up. We want more. We want more in Kentucky. Does that make sense? We want more, man. We want more. Y'all religions, Baptists, we ain't even get to it. If I may, we ain't even got to what I want to get to. Baptist is the biggest tourniquet in Kentucky. Meaning this, it's the biggest denomination Kentucky recognizes. Recognizes? I don't need Kentucky to recognize. Y'all gotta forgive my language right now because Kentucky is a Protestant state. Period. Let's say it was Catholicism, which is the biggest in Kentucky, correct? That's what we read. They're sending you on missions you shouldn't care about. That's why I brought it out. You should care about one thing. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Young. And guess what? We can destroy all of their fallacies. That's why we brought out earlier Catholicism, childbirth, or baptism. Protestant, baptism, whenever. What do we believe baptism is?
Our opinion.
Our what?
Opinion.
Opinion?
Not say opinion. Seeing it.
And what else? What else? Never do it again. So, according to Catholicism, if I'm a baby, I can and you baptize me, I'm good. According to Protestant, you can baptize me and I go underwater. You know, I can't breathe for a minute when I come up. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. I got 8 keys in the trunk. How does that? You can't do that in here. You correct? You understand baptism? Baptism is what you say?
Amen.
Repent. I'll never do that again.
Right.
So today's laws, Salakia, today's law class is about this. When's the last time you've heard someone say, I'm sick of these laws? The black man following the law, statutes, and commandment of God is destroying us. I'm tired of it. We need a change. Anybody? This law class is about, can I get the first scripture? This law class is about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians following the Lord's laws. Period. That's what it is. Who's ever said, you know what? Y'all, listen, I'm sick of you niggas not eating pork. That's destroying us as a people. I'm tired of y'all not chasing whores. That's destroying us as a people. When has the Lord's law hurt us, man? Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Man, go ahead.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Hold on. To scatter thee. Sometimes I don't think niggas listen to what the Bible says. To scatter thee. He's talking to you. Amongst all people. Go ahead.
From one end of the earth.
Hold on. Let's do your weakest football team. From one end of that zone to the other. Go ahead.
Even unto the other.
Salakia. All that. From the 100 to the 100. To all this in here. Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
They shall do what?
Serve.
Hold on. They shall do what in here?
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Wait.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
You know what? Listen. I'm on the bar. I need your help. You my nigga. What more do we talk about? Like, I mean for real. Read that again from the top. This is crazy to me. The reason why I'm asking my nigga, what are y'all talking about? Do you read the Bible, or is it like, you know, what is it? Is it like help when you drink your tea, or what the fuck is the Bible to you? This real shit, man. Read that again. Salakia.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee.
The who?
The Lord shall scatter
the
thee.
Lord shall scatter thee. Go ahead.
Among all people.
Among all people. Go ahead.
from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Shall do what?
Serve other gods,
Go ahead.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Let me tell you something. When you are shot, when you do that, whatever they say, that's not our God. When you say, hold on, my God love everybody, that's not the God of our Father. When you say he's gay, he's an adulterer, he's weak, he's A, B, C, D, you'll say fuck all of the above. That's what you'll do. There is no such thing. Salakia, y'all. Salakia. There is no such thing as I love every A. He has his opinion. Man, look, that's not how the Lord operates. The Lord operates like this. You see the truth, you get with it, or you move on. Period. With that, the I.S.U.P.K in Kentucky, under Commander General Yohanna, man, I want to say the water to everybody, man. Watching the classes, learning. We can't wait till y'all ask questions. We can't wait. It's kind of difficult to talk, but when you ask questions, let's beat you up and teach you. Cry loud, spare not, every Monday. Yeah, get with that. With that, Shalom Yahweh Hasham. You know what I'm saying? Air Israelite, man. Let's get it, man. We're gonna do the after hours too.
So that's why we protest in the streets, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Especially in Louisville, Kentucky, that's why we protest in the streets.
But you gotta understand something too. We still live. Protesting, where my mom's at? Protesting is we're not protesting any church. We are the church. Because it's me and you. It's me and I'm the one boy. You know? That's what a church is, correct? That's what we no, but I understand what you're saying, trooper. But we that thing, man. We that thing. It means what we talking about. It's like powerful what we talk about and what we'll move forward towards. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about what white folks say, man. They got their opinion.